Hello, Victor here at RestoringMercedes.com, and today I just want to share my experience with wet sanding. And this is something that I don't do, and maybe you guys out there will tell me what I'm doing wrong, because this is my new venture here. Not venture, but I just wanted to make this car look nice, and I tried to wet sand it, and these are my results. So basically, from what I understand is that first you have to sand down, obviously, well, wash the car of course, and then clay bar if possible. Yes, that would be great. Well, actually should be. And then after that, sand it down. So what I did is I did 1500 grit, and then I did 2000 grit over. So these are the results, what it looks like after 2000 grit. Now I also have to note that this paint is not original paint. This vehicle was repainted at some point in its life, and I cannot say when, but this is what it looks like. I don't know if it focuses, but this is what it looks like sanded with 1500 and then 2000 grit sandpaper, sand block or something. I used the block and then I used sandpaper, so the scratches are obvious. But this hood was very oxidized. It looked like the paint is very dull or something's happening with clear coat or whatnot. So I decided to wet sand it, the hood and the trunk. For some reason those two were the worst, and the fenders, they were not really affected. I don't know what they did, how they painted the car, but let's just see. Let's look at the trunk here. So the trunk was done yesterday, but I didn't do this with fresh sanding block, and there are deep scratches here that you can see. I don't think I can get them out. I mean, if somebody says that I can, just let me know. Maybe I would be able to somehow, but I mean, I don't know if I can show you the scratches here. The scratches are deep. Probably I won't be able to get them off, because yeah, I probably cannot. So basically this is original paint. Not original, I'm sorry, the repainted paint. This is what it looks like. It's sort of like on the dull side compared to the trunk, but again, the trunk was not done with fresh pad, so I might have to redo this, because my problem with the trunk is that, yeah, of course, this, like I said, this is the new thing to me. I never did detailing, but this is the reflection, but you can still see microscopic sort of like dots in paint that are not going away. They're like etched in, and it's hard to say, but anyway. So I mean, it looks good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, you can see the reflection. This was done yesterday, so there's dust all over it, and still, like, see, I can take the dust off, and still looks very well. Obviously this is new, but anyway, so, but microscopic scratches did not really go away, so I don't know why. Now this was done just now, and this was done basically with a regular orbital, random orbital buffer, which is this one right here. This is what is this? Porter cable. That one I bought a while back, and I use a smaller disc, and it wears out quick because I have to put a lot of pressure to get rid of them little scratches, and they're still there. So maybe I should use maybe direct drive with wool pad, maybe, just to get this thing to take out scratches completely. Let me try to focus on one of those scratches. Okay, so let's try to see some scratches over here. Try to focus. I mean, it's not critical, but I tried to get my thing done on point, so trying to understand the concept here. And Like I said, I never did detailing by any means necessary, so this is new. I don't think you can even see them, but okay, or maybe at this point you can see a little bit of scratches over here. So I'm just saying, maybe if I use like a wool pad, that might do much better with direct drive. I mean, as you can see, it's pretty nice. To me, it's just like if you go so close, then I do see them little scratches. And this is not waxed, this is not finished. This is just, I just used the, I used this Ultra Cut compound, and that's what I used. Okay, so, and I used orange pad, orange disc, as you saw before. So it is working. My problem is I have to do this twice. So when I make a first pass, then scratches is still there. So I wipe it down, I put more paste on the disc, and then I go over again, and then I minimize scratches. So they're basically, you know, not, they're there, but they're like, you can hardly see them. Obviously deeper scratches like these, I cannot even see, I cannot even show these things because camera doesn't pick it up, but they're there. Obviously those are too deep to take out, but so yeah, maybe I should start with a wool pad with the same compound, or maybe somebody has any suggestions how to speed up this process. I mean, I can do this, maybe there is no way of speeding this process up, but this is it's nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, it looks good. Once I do the glaze and then wax over this, it's gonna shine, it's gonna look really nice. But it's just taking so long, and it's just very annoying, I gotta say. These things were here, I guess, from previous polishes, because the paint, I guess, is very thin at these edges, so it just burnt off. I guess it was buffed before me, this car. So this is basically where we are. I understand that I cannot take out very deep scratches. Like we have a scratch over here, for example, this scratch right here. So most likely I won't be able to get it off. I mean, I don't know, maybe I will, but again, the focus here is the hood, because the hood was very dull, and it will come up, like in terms of the brightness, the shine will come up when you wax it, but then it will go away again because it will become dull. Alright, so I guess I'll wrap this up. So this is the wet sand project here that I'm working on, and at this point it's just maybe like what, 1/4 done, and then the rest of the hood is going to be done tomorrow. I'll work on it tomorrow because it's getting dark, and maybe I'll revisit the trunk lid as well. So this is going to be all, and if anybody has any kind of comments on how to do this better and more proper, I would very welcome the input, because I don't know everything. This is just something that I never do. This is body work, this is paint work, and it's not my venture by any means. I just try to do my best. It did come out nice. I'm not saying it's bad, but I would like to, number one, to speed up this process, and number two, maybe there's some other things that I'm doing wrong, and maybe I should do 1000 grit and then 2000 or 1500, and then what's, you know, the process of this. But as you can see, I mean, it's nice, yes, and that's not even waxed. This is just one pass, well, two passes actually, with 105 compound. And yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I mean, I guess this is just more or less informational video. It's not about something technical, but I guess if nothing comes up, I'll just finish it off the way I'm doing it, at the moment. But I'm sure there's gonna be a better way. I'm sure there's gonna be probably the direct drive the direct drive polisher with wool pad is going to make this job much faster. That's my point. Alright, so this is all. This is Victor at TheStoryMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.